Welcome. This is not my usual spot, but I needed somewhere quiet. I would love to be outside with the goats, but the wind is so rough right now that it's not gonna happen. So welcome. This is going to be a guided meditation. This is my second live guided meditation. I did one for our freedom class. Let me grab a blanket because I feel like I just want to get cozy. I want you to get cozy. I want you to grab a journal and a pen. I want you to shut off any distractions. And if you are watching the replay, please write replay. If you're watching it live, please write in live. This is going to be something for you. I was praying over this and I have lots and lots. So I'm just going to pray and ask God just to take over from here. I hope that you find whatever you're looking for today. I don't know if you've been slacking on the resolutions or if you just don't believe in resolutions. I don't necessarily believe in resolutions. I believe in taking my dreams and making them into goals and then making an action plan to achieve those goals. But happy birthday, Carmen. I am just thrilled that you are taking the time. Thank you. I just did my makeup live in our other group. So if you're interested in natural chemical free makeup, let me know. And I will be, obviously, Nando, you're not because you're a man, but you know. All right, so I'm going to give you a moment. Grab your journal and your pen. And I don't want you to journal everything down at first. I want you to just close your eyes and really hone in. I want you to visualize. Like I said, I want you to turn off all distractions. Put your phone on silent. Put it on do not disturb. All the things. Let me go ahead and do that for myself. Here we go. Maybe. There we go. All right. My phone is on do not disturb, so I won't be distracted either. And just get cozy. All right, because we're going to go to a very awesome place here in our mind. If you do not practice meditation, if you've never done it before, tell me this is your first time because this is something that's newer to me. It's not like juju and all that. We're going to talk about God. You guys know that Jesus is the center of my life. I hope that he is all the time. I try. It's an active pursuit. It's not something that I have nailed down. It is something that I work on daily, just like any priority. So all right, so if you're ready, I'm ready. If you have to pop off for any reason, I want you to start at this place again. I don't want you to pick up where you left off because it's really important that you go through it. All right, so if this is not a good time for you, you can come back tonight and just click the little button at the top when this is over and then just hit save post and it'll save it for you so you can come back to it or, it's always here. So all right, I'm going to see. Yeah, that's better lighting. Okay. All right. Are you ready? I'm ready. I'm so excited. Okay, so I want you to close your eyes. Like I said, I'll tell you when to pick up your journal and start writing. If you have something that God lays on your heart in the middle of this, absolutely pick it up and just write it right then and there. But otherwise, you don't have to write all of these things down right now. All right? So all right, I want you to imagine that you close your eyes and imagine that you are in your favorite place. Whatever your favorite place is, I want you to imagine that you are right there in it, in the midst of it. And I want you to use all of your senses. What is around you? I want you to imagine that the smells all around you. If you're outside, what does it smell like? What time of year is it? Because there are, in different seasons, there are different smells. What's the temperature like? Is the sun beaming down on you? Is it pouring rain? I want you to really focus in on whatever that place is. And I want to know about that place later on. I want you to tell me about where that favorite place is for you. When this is over, I want you to engage with this and tell me, what you visualized. Okay, so you're in your favorite place, you smell all the things, and you are greeted by the sun or the rain or whatever it is. I just want you to be in that place. All right, what's on your feet? What shoes are you wearing? Because this is really important. Are you wearing comfortable shoes? Are you wearing heels? Are you wearing boots? Are you barefoot? What's under your feet? Okay, I want you to really focus on that and imagine yourself now taking those shoes off and then standing on the bare ground. And what does that ground feel like? Is it rocky? Is it sandy? Is it, what do you feel under your feet? Grounding is so important. Getting outside and just letting your bare feet touch the ground. That's not just a southern thing, like it's an actual energy thing, because you're absorbing the energy from the earth. The earth is made of energy, and it's really important that you hone in on the earth's energy and connect with what God's creation is, okay? What are you wearing? Like if it's cold, of course, like you're probably bundled up, or maybe you prefer to be in shorts all the time. What are you wearing? I want you to really focus in on that and see yourself. This is your present day self, just in your happy place. All right, we're gonna go future in a moment, but right now you're totally there. All right, now I want you to imagine someone that you're very thankful for, that you love, that you appreciate, that you look up to, that inspires you. And I want you to think about the trait that makes you grateful for them, or the traits or the things that they've done for you. Just an incredible amount of gratitude that you have for this person in your life. And later on, I want you to remember to go and thank them. It's so important that we keep in community with people every single day. So I want you to always practice this gratitude of thanking people when they come to mind. I want you to imagine now something in your hands, something that you really, really enjoy, something that you feel at home with. All right, so maybe it's your favorite sweatshirt, or maybe it's your favorite coffee mug, maybe it's your journal. What's your happy place when it comes to this thing? Like what? Maybe it symbolizes something. Maybe it's a necklace that someone gave you. All right, I want you to imagine that thing. I want you to imagine a battle in your life that was really, really hard, but that you overcame it. I want you to imagine that battle and that struggle, and then in the same breath, so like breathe in and then breathe out, and allow yourself to feel that victory again. Like imagine yourself like you know you've already won the battle. Imagine that victory and how good it felt when it was over. All right, now I want you to think about a goal you've accomplished in your life. You put out this dream, you put it into words. You went from thoughts to words, and then from words to action, and you achieved this goal, and you're really, really proud of this thing that you've done. Maybe it was completing your degree, maybe it was raising children, and they went off and they're amazing in life, and they're just they're really successful, and you can look back and go, I was a really good parent. I want you to imagine that accomplishment, and I want you to imagine all of like the people surrounding you that you would want to like celebrate that with. And I want you to imagine that you're in that place, and that you're your favorite place, and all your people are with you to celebrate that accomplishment and that goal. All right, one more thing. I want you to imagine that thing that you didn't finish, that thing that you left behind, that you quit, that you gave up on too easily. And I want you to think about that missed opportunity, or that you feel that shame and that disappointment in yourself. And then I want you to forgive yourself. So like breathe it in, feel the disappointment, and then I want you to breathe out and release yourself from that. And realize that I want you to find like, but if I would have done that, I wouldn't have this, whatever that is. So maybe you had a child earlier than you completed your degree. And so maybe like, because you didn't finish your degree, you could focus on bonding with your child during that time. And it may be a job. It may be, who knows? Like, I have no idea what it is, but find a place to forgive yourself for that what if, and then really, really focus in on being grateful for what came instead of it. Okay, and maybe you don't have that figured out yet, but forgive yourself nonetheless. All right, now that we're in a place of gratitude and thankfulness, and really, really honing in on those things that we're really grateful for, and we're in our happy place, now we can start talking about the future. All right, we have to come from a place of gratitude and thankfulness, and we have to set that tone, and then we go into the future. All right, So imagine now your future self 10 years from now. You've achieved every single goal you've put forth. Maybe you don't know what those goals are. We're going to, thanks, Nando. We're going to work on figuring out, like, 10 years from now, you see yourself, maybe you're in a different place than your favorite place. And you're going to imagine yourself, and we're going to start defining what that looks like, okay? So we're going to define what that looks like, and then we're going to figure out the middle point, okay? We're going to figure out what those goals are, what that mission is based on where you end up 10 years from now. So I want you to imagine yourself 10 years from now. You've achieved every goal that you have yet to write, or maybe that you have written them, all right? So I want to ask you, imagine yourself 10 years from now, and where are you? Are you in the same place? But even if you're in the same place, it looks a little different, doesn't it? If you've achieved everything that you've set out to do, you look different. What you're wearing looks different. Where you're standing is different. The wisdom that you have is different. So we're going to talk about every one of those things, okay? Now I want you to grab that journal, and I want you to grab your pen, and I want you to write down everything that comes to your mind during this time, okay? This section here. Where are you? Like I said, it may be somewhere completely different, and you can close your eyes and then write, and then close your eyes and then write, okay? If that, whatever, there's no rhyme or reason to this. You do you, all right? Where are you? Where are you standing? What's around you? What do you see? And I want to give you plenty of time to do this, so I'm going to give you a few breaks in between. So I want you to be as detailed as possible. Whatever you see when you close your eyes, grasp it and write it. What are you wearing? Maybe different than what you were wearing before because you're in a different stage of life. Who are you surrounded by? What family, what friends, what community is with you? For me, I'm standing in the same place, but things look astronomically different. Okay? For me, I'm standing on my farm in front of my little red barn. But what present day is and what the future is look completely different because this place is now popping. And I'm surrounded by community. And people know me here and come and find refuge and restoration. And there are buildings here that I have dreamed and envisioned and I've planted. And now they house people, and people are coming to Jesus, and they're finding safety here, okay? Those buildings are not there yet, so it looks different. You see what I'm saying? Things change over time. You go back to your hometown and everything looks smaller, but there's so much more there, right? I went past my old house the other day in Greenville, and it looks so much smaller than I remember it. It has a completely different exterior. Like the colors have changed. The deck has changed. It's more modern now. And it's not like I left it. So no matter where you are 10 years from now, it's not like it is today, okay? What are you doing there? Are you there by yourself? Are you working on something, a project? Are you, what's happening? What are you doing? Like what's in your hands? Okay? Look down at your hands, close your eyes and look down at your hands and what's in your hands. What's on your hands, okay? Like, do you have jewelry on? What are you wearing? Remember, go back to what are you wearing? What color? I want you to get really, really defined into, are you wearing a jacket? What is the style of the jacket? What color is it? I want you to get into all of that. If you're wearing jewelry, what jewelry are you wearing? All of these things are symbols, and you're going to have to compile them, and I'd love to talk to you. So, like, if you want to share your vision with me, and we can look up, like, dreams and visions and, like, pull this thing together, I think that would be so cool. So, indulge me. What do you smell? Because remember, we're talking about senses, and what are you smelling around you? What season is it? Like, right now, it's winter, but maybe in a season of growth, it's spring or it's summer. It's the high point of summer. Maybe it's a certain holiday wherever you are in that vision 10 years from now. All right? What do you hear around you? I want you to really close your eyes again, and I want you to hear. Is it traffic? Are there animals? Can you just hear the birds? Can you hear the wind? What is it that you hear? All right. Now I want you to imagine that you've accomplished your biggest goal in life. And what is that? What is, like, 10 years from now you want to have accomplished this huge goal? What is that goal? Has your family grown? Do you have kids or grandkids? How has your family grown? Who's around you? Who's supporting you? Okay, that's another huge one. It's not just family. Like, who's there to provide you wisdom and help you in that growth? Who's been there? How's your heart? What do you feel like right now? Are you joyful? Are you at peace? Are you celebratory? How's your heart feel? Are you excited? Are you anticipating something new, a new season? Like 10 years from now, we're going to be in a whole nother decade. You're going to be 10 years older, 10 years wiser, 10 years further. So how does your heart feel? Is it full? Is it joyful? How is your spiritual journey? Are you closer to God than you've ever been? Do you feel guided? And how? How do you feel closer? Do you feel like you're hearing from God? You're listening? Do you feel like you're journaling? You're singing? Maybe you're worshiping. Maybe you're a part of something. Maybe you're a part of a community group, and you see yourself with maybe you had seen yourself with new faces around you. How are you contributing to your passion? What is your passion? Is it your community? What in your community is your passion? How are you contributing to that? And what have you done to fulfill your purpose? If you could label your purpose in an adjective, what would it be? All right, so now we're going to write our mission statement. And as soon as I get internet again, I will have this in like a Google Doc for you. But I have no idea when our internet is going to be restored, so bear with me because I want this to be like a fill in the blank thing so you can just print it out. But you can write this in the meantime if you're impatient like me. And I'm going to give you kind of a fill in the blank kind of thing. All right. So you're going to write this out. And you're based on all those things that you just absorbed and all the things that you just envisioned. You're going to write this out of that abundance. Okay. And I forgot to start with abundance. We should have started with like a reset of abundance. If you have abundance oil, if you're an oily junkie like me, you can put it on your palm of your hand and rub it in a circle once, and then you can breathe it in. And that would be a really good technique to start with, but I forgot. All right. So the first sentence is, I am purposed to live a life that... and then fill in the blank. It can be a word, it can be a couple words, it can be a phrase, it can be a sentence, however you feel. I am purposed to live a life that, what? And I want to see these. I want you guys to like send me these. This is what I want to see. And then any of your vision that you want to share with me, I'd love to hear the details of it. I abide by blank and blank and the guidance of blank. All right. So I abide by what? What feeling or what choice? For me, I abide by joy and peace and the guidance of God, or the guidance of Jesus, or whatever yours is, by the guidance of the universe or by the guidance of wisdom. It can be anything. Like, this is open air. I'm just trying to give you some ideas of what I mean by these, okay? So I abide by blank and blank and the guidance of... Oh, hello, Millie. I told my son not to interrupt me, but my cat decides to. All right. I strive to dwell in blank, blank, and blank. So I strive to dwell in... This can be something like the whole joy thing, but it could also be in service to others. It could be I strive to dwell in happiness. It can be I strive to dwell in love and appreciation and gratitude. It could be whatever you want, whatever those words are, they are yours. And if you were imagine that person 10 years from now, that's exactly like, what is that person that you see, that you envision? What is that person embodied into words? Okay. You strive to dwell in blank, blank, and blank with my family and friends and magnify their what. And you can do blank and blank, whatever. So I strive to dwell in, and these are the 3 things that describe how you interact with family and friends. Sorry, I forgot that part. This is that one thing. I strive to dwell in peace and love and service with my family and friends and magnify their blank and blank. Or it can just be one blank. And you don't have to have 1 or 2 or 3. I'm just giving you options. The next one is I am blank. And you can put in and blank if you want. To prosper where I am planted. For me, I'm capable. And what? Capable and what? To prosper where I am. I'm able to prosper where I am. And this shows me, I love that, strive on love. I am able to prosper where I am planted. I know this now because I see my future self and I go, I can do this. If I can see the change over 10 years, then I understand in my mind now, and I'm able to write that. I'm capable. I can't think of any other words. So I'm going to leave that there for you guys. All right, this is just a sentence for you, for yourself. This is just an affirmation to write down. I chase after my dreams and achieve every goal I set. So if you can dream it, you can achieve it. You can write out the goal, explain to yourself how to get there, and achieve that goal. All right? So I chase after my dreams and achieve every goal I set. 3 more and then we're done, okay? I live to blank and help others blank in life. I live to blank, whatever the first word is that comes to mind. Or imagine that whole person, whoever you are, in 10 years. I live to do what? I live to blank and help others do what in life? All right, the next one is, this one's a little longer. I feel blank, whatever it is in your heart you feel. Like, imagine that person again and like, what is the feeling that you have about who that person is? I feel energized. I feel loved. I feel whatever you need. This is not something that you presently feel like you have, okay? But this is going to be the one thing that is the driving force that makes you hunger and pursue that with recklessness, abandonment, okay? Like, you're going after it. This is the one thing that I want to achieve. This is the feeling that I want to feel. I feel blank, and my days are filled with love, support, happiness, kindness, generosity. Like, there's so many different traits that we could put there about who we want to become. When I lay my head down at night, I feel blank. How do you feel when you sleep 10 years from now, and you're looking over your life and all that you've achieved so far in this decade, how do you feel when you lay down at night? Knowing that I have accomplished, this is the rest of that sentence, knowing that I have accomplished what? Your purpose. Write down what that is. What is that goal that you've been seeking, that you have purposed in your life and you have achieved it? What is that goal? And this may have already been reiterated, but this may also be something completely different. You feel accomplished. You can sleep. You can lay your head down to sleep at night, and your days are filled with, okay? If you're just tuning in, make sure to catch the replay because you want to watch it all the way through. All right, the last one is, I am blank and blank to achieving my goals and passionately pursue blank. I'm going to say this again, okay? I just want you to know what it sounds like all the way through. I'm blank and blank to achieving my goals, and this could be one blank or it can be and, just like I said, to achieving my goals and passionately pursue blank for my life, my family, my community, and our world. And so I am blank to achieving. I'm committed, I'm driven, I'm enthusiastic, I'm energized, I'm all those things, okay? Whatever that is. To achieving my goals and passionately pursue what? Again, I just go back to joy and abundance and love and all of those words. But feel free, write down whatever comes to your mind. And passionately pursue blank for my life, my family, my community, and my world. I can't wait to do this. I'm excited. So as soon as our internet gets back up and running, I will write these out for you guys. I will not write out the meditation because that's something that you need to hear. So make sure that you watch this all the way through. Let me know that you've watched the replay. I'm so thankful that you've taken the time to do this with me today. I'm looking forward to doing more of these. And it's going to be one of those things that I'm just doing spontaneously when God lays it on my heart. So this is not something that I'm going to do like in a routine or anything like that. But I hope that you've enjoyed it. I hope that you'll share this. And along with your, so maybe you'll write all this stuff down and then you'll share it to your page and be like, you have to do this guided meditation. I'm super thrilled and just so grateful that you are willing to do whatever it takes to get to the next step in your life and in your journey. And I'm praying abundance over your life, but I'm also praying less for you, less commitment, less responsibility. Like that is my prayer for you this year, is less, so that way you have more freedom and more time that's spent in the present. So, but in the present, always write your goals as I am, because when you say those things and you think those things and you're constantly aware of how you're going to project your life, you'll get there because you're going to start living like that. You don't say, I am healthy, and then go through the McDonald's drive-thru 3 nights a week, eating French fries and cheeseburgers and milkshakes, okay? So it's important that you are conscious of your language in your head and in your voice to yourself, okay? I love you guys, and I hope you guys have a great Tuesday.